learn the value and goals of Lean and Six Sigma and how they complement each other in an organization's overall quality improvement strategy. Lean is a continuous improvement initiative that streamlines and improves processes by removing waste. In implementing Lean, having an understanding of the thinking and philosophy is as important as knowing how to use the techniques and tools. An organization moves from identifying waste to eliminating it through 4 stages of the Lean methodology: the identification of the opportunity, the design of the solution, the implementation of the solution, and finally, continuous improvement. While Lean provides powerful tools and processes, it is more about people than about tools. During the first stage, identification of the opportunity, several important events occur to prepare workers to identify improvement opportunities. First, everyone in the Lean implementation team is trained to achieve a common understanding of Lean thinking. Training is supported with continuous reinforcement. This isn't fast. It takes time for people to achieve a deep understanding of the various components of Lean. Next, workers learn how to view their process from their customer's perspective, whether that customer is external or another process in the value stream. Workers take responsibility for identifying and eliminating waste. Finally, workers participate in identifying opportunities for improvement by creating target lists of issues and problems. The important thing is that the workers create the lists themselves, making improvement a bottom-up rather than top-down initiative, and workers understand that improvement is a cooperative undertaking. The second stage of the Lean methodology is to design the solution. Once value is identified, the value stream is mapped. The processes and flow that produce each finished product or service are identified. Non-value-added activities are pinpointed, examined, and slated for elimination if possible. All workers across the organization are engaged in this step. Brainstorming meetings are conducted and lists of suggested improvements are generated. Empowering workers to participate in process improvement motivates them and gives them a stake in wanting to make their processes as efficient as possible. In solution implementation, teams decide which improvements to address first. Many project teams begin with the low-hanging fruit, which are the improvements that can be made quickly and cheaply without management involvement. These are often the improvements that directly affect the workers because they target the highly visible waste. Attacking the low-hanging fruit has twin benefits. It gives fast results, and it motivates workers by showing that the organization values their input. The last stage in the Lean methodology is to attain perfection through continuous improvement. Workers who have been trained to think of their work as processes and have been empowered to suggest and enact improvements take ownership of their processes. They continue to troubleshoot to find new ways to eliminate waste, and they monitor the processes to ensure that improvements are sustained. At the same time, new ideas for waste elimination are generated and acted upon. The overall value stream and flow in Lean is improved over time through a series of small incremental improvements. This gradually tightens the entire value stream, squeezes out waste, and moves toward perfection in products and services. In addition to a solid methodology, the Lean Toolkit has some very powerful tools to assist in cleaning up the organization, streamlining flow, and eliminating waste. From your background in Greenbelt concepts, you should already be familiar with 5S methodology, just-in-time or JIT, Kanban, value stream mapping or VSM, Kaizen, 7 wastes, and Poka-yoke. Access the content in Key Lean Tools after this video if you wish to review the use of these tools. In Stage 4 of the Lean methodology, the Plan, Do, Check, Act, or PDCA cycle has a very important role. When a problem is identified, the cause is determined. Then a plan is made for solving the problem. This is done with the participation of workers and management. In the Do phase, the improvement plan is communicated to the workers who take responsibility for achieving the objectives. If the workers face any difficulties, or if the plan is not working properly, those differences will be identified in the Check phase of the cycle. When the necessary results are achieved, they will be documented and standards will be set in order to prevent the problem from reoccurring. This is the act phase. The plan is iterative, so if the results are not achieved, the plan is repeated until they are. More than anything, the success of a lean organization depends on the participation of a trained and knowledgeable workforce. To support lean implementation and ongoing operation, several specialized roles have been developed. The Lean Champion orchestrates an effective deployment of the Lean program. Champions aid business leaders in choosing where to apply Lean and ensure that Lean experts have all the support they need. The Lean Sensei, or coach, gives advice and works one-on-one with managers and leaders to train and support them in lean thinking. People speak of apprenticing themselves to a sensei. A lean facilitator is an internal consultant to the organization responsible for implementation, guidance, and training of employees involved in lean implementation on a day-to-day basis. An organization that adopts the lean methodology strategy properly reaps great benefits, and often quickly. For example, improvements in the value stream usually lead to reduced scrap and waste, as well as a reduction in lead time and cycle time. All of these savings in time and materials save large amounts of money. Adoption of a pull system results in smaller inventories, which eliminates unnecessary space and facilities management. The workplace often undergoes a culture change, producing a highly motivated and fully engaged workforce, where people take pride in their work. Finally, and most importantly, organizations that adopt lean retain customers and report higher levels of customer satisfaction. Six Sigma is a performance improvement initiative that aims to reduce variation and defects in processes to achieve near perfection in goods and services. It minimizes defects and maximizes value, allowing breakthrough improvements to be made to processes and systems. The ultimate aim of Six Sigma is to achieve customer satisfaction and near perfection in product and service quality. Several goals are established to achieve this aim. The first goal is aligning the voice of the process with the voice of the customer. The voice of the process describes the amount of variation in a process as measured on a bell curve. The voice of the customer describes what the customer expects from a product or customer specification. The second goal is reducing variation in processes and achieving consistently high quality. There is always some variation in a process, but when the process variation goes outside of customer specification limits, that becomes unacceptable to the customer. Six Sigma seeks to identify causes of unacceptable variation and eliminate them, thereby achieving a consistently high level of quality in products and services. Finally, the third goal is reducing defects in order to achieve a defect level of only 3.4 defects per million opportunities, or DPMO. Companies operating at Six Sigma deliver products or services that are 99.9997% defect-free. This corresponds to 3.4 defects per million opportunities. Six Sigma sets an extraordinarily high standard of excellence. The Six Sigma methodology for process improvement is characterized by certain key elements, including DMAIC, DFSS, statistical tools, a project charter, and a supportive leadership structure and hierarchy. DMAIC and DFSS are two process improvement methodologies. Choosing the appropriate methodology is a first step in Six Sigma improvement. DMAIC is an acronym for the 5-step Six Sigma process improvement methodology. Define the problem, measure the inputs and outputs, analyze the data, improve the process, and control the improved process. This methodology is used to improve an existing process. DFSS, or Design for Six Sigma, is a methodology for designing a new product or service from the ground up, or completely redesigning an existing product or service. DFSS involves identifying the need for the project, including the strategic goals it will align to, designing the project, optimizing it, and validating the results. In addition to DMAIC and DFSS, 3 more important elements characterize the Six Sigma improvement methodology. First, reliance on statistics. Six Sigma methodologies are based on the use of statistics to improve processes. For instance, control charts are used to understand and monitor the variation in processes. Descriptive statistics are used to measure and visualize the current process. Inferential statistics is used to test, analyze, predict, and improve aspects of process characteristics. Second, the project charter is a project management tool that is used to set forth project goals and communication plans, to prevent scope creep, and to ensure milestones are met on the journey to achieving the project goals. The final element is a hierarchy of knowledge. The proper implementation of Six Sigma within the organization requires strong support and considered decision-making at the management levels. It also requires a host of experts, both within and outside of the project team, to support each project and to ensure proper communication occurs up and down the management structure. Adopting Six Sigma involves executing strategic change in order to move the company forward. Employees are encouraged to achieve higher performance to meet specific goals that are set for them. Typically, when companies implement Six Sigma, they find that the rate of process improvement accelerates and customer satisfaction improves as products and services achieve the highest possible quality. While Lean and Six Sigma evolved from different paths, the two methodologies have quite a few things in common. Both are inspired by PDCA and use systematic problem-solving tools. They also both depend on project teams and specialists for implementation and support, more so for Six Sigma than Lean. Both require employee participation that often results in widespread behavioral and system changes, as well as a happier workforce. And finally, both deliver significant bottom-line benefits. Lean is a continuous improvement methodology that focuses on removal of waste from the value stream. Lean results in efficient processes, reduced inventories and wastes, and a quest for the highest quality products or services. Six Sigma is a process improvement initiative that aims for near perfection through continuous improvement that aligns the voice of the process with the voice of the customer, relies on statistical tools and processes, and allows no more than 3.4 defects per 1 million opportunities. Both methodologies improve the bottom line, require experts to assist in implementing and supporting process improvement techniques, and effect a beneficial culture change across the organization.